Little technical issue there. Now we're back going there, I should say. So shotgun formation for the Lobos. Schrober back to pass. Got a lot of time, but he had to scramble out and throws it short. Incomplete. Vinny Kramer. And I think that was one of those coverage things, or was there just a big rush of Owl players putting too much pressure on Schrober?
Yeah, Schrober was being chased down toward the sidelines there. Didn't really have a way, wasn't able to set and make the pass. And, the ball hits the dirt.
So it is 4th down and 4 from the 46 for the Lobos. Now this is the down that they must convert to keep their drive alive here. And you expect if they can't get enough for the first down here, this could be a little bit demoralizing. Ball is thrown incomplete. There's the first down, but there's a flag on the play, and still on his feet. And it was, looks like Eric Jonathan with the reception, but we have a flag back at the 45.
I wonder if it's an ineligible receiver.
Well, I
don't think so. But the flag was thrown right when he caught it.
Yeah. There might have been a hold on the play, too. It was possible before the
could have been
play, but, we'll just sit here and wait for it.
Yeah, referees are
the conference.
Holding a conference.
Oh, now we're going to have another guy come in there. And the refereeing team is talking to the Lobos. Okay, I'm not sure what that signal was, Scotty. Have you seen that signal?
I have, and I want to say it's illegal procedure.
Well, it's over on downs. It goes to the Owls because of the penalty.
They're walking the ball off.
We're still trying to figure out these signals. Wait to see if the... Wait a minute. Now the Owls have the possession of the ball. The down marker on the far side now says first down.
Yeah, so the ball turns over.
Well, Willie's back to pass, and he's in trouble, and he's going to go down.
Tough sack for a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, Daniel Jennison with the sack on Willie, a loss of, it looks like 7. So it brings up second down and 17. So the clock is running with 4:40 to go in the third quarter. And again, it's 42 for Merriam Knight, 12 for Lopez Island. The Owls on top, and they have the ball. You'd think in this situation, if you're the Owls, you just want to run it and run the clock.
I would think so.
Well, Willie will go under center, and he goes back to pass again. Deep drop, a little screen set up to Jimenez. Jimenez has got blockers in front of him. He gets to the 50 and had to step out of bounds because he ran out of field. Well, that gets the sack back, though. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Lobos are running out of time here with the 30-point deficit. I mean, it's only we're still in the third quarter here, but they really need a big turnover.
Well, they didn't need to stop and get the ball back, and they need to get further down the field. The field position or possession, field game is not going to work. Willie's back to pass, and he's going to pull it down, avoid a tackler, but he slipped and went down. And I guess you can credit Chase Poole with a sack on that one because he got an arm on it and just knocked Kyle out of off balance just enough that he couldn't keep his feet.
Yeah, it didn't look like a hard hit, but it definitely altered Willie's stance on the field.
So it's it's going to be a punting situation for the Owls. 4th and it looks like 15 from their own 45. This will be the first punt of the game for the Owls. And I think it's Austin Thompson back there to kick it away. Ooh, it's blocked. Ball's free. This could be the break the Lobos are looking for. The ball's still alive and falling on it on the far side. Nick Deerkop, and that's where the the Lobos will take over. Now, this could be the game changer momentum-wise for the Lobos.
Yeah, really interesting there. The Lobos didn't put anybody back.
They came after that punt, and they were looking for it.
Yeah, they came after the punt. They didn't have anybody back in the receiving for the punt. They just came after it, and it worked.
So they got a great field position. Probably their, the best starting field position in this half at least.
Yeah.
And so they're at the Owl 31. Trailing by that 30 points, 42-12 is the score. Merriam Knight with the lead. Lopez Island with the ball. I formation for Schrober. He goes under center. One receiver on the near side. Owls show blitz. And they get to him before he can even set up. Kyle Willie was in there, and right behind him, Corey O'Neill. But Willie made the tackle and the sack, and they're going to give him give Schrober forward progress to the 36.
Yeah, somebody missed a block there. Merriam Knight was in.
Blitz formation, they were coming.
Yep.
At least it looks like that to me. Kind of overwhelmed the one side. I mean, you only have 8 guys. Really 7 guys on the line to block 8, so somebody's going to get through there.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's break it down to the numbers part of it.
If you watch Merriam Knight on defense here, as you pointed out earlier, they're doing giving a number of different looks to Lopez Island.
So it's I formation again. There's a pitch and a toss sweep, and they're going to reverse it. The ball's loose on around the 40. Who's got it?
Looks like Merriam Knight.
Yep, it does indicate Merriam Knight gets the ball back. So what could have been a momentum changer for the Lobos turns into, well, here's the ball back in the Owls' hands.
Yeah, the Lobos were trying to do something a little tricky there. They were going to hand off on a reverse, and the second handoff did not work. Ball hits the ground. Merriam Knight's all over it.
So the Owls have a 1st and 10 on their own 42. Handoff goes to Adam Pace. Pace still on his feet into the secondary, up by the 40. There's flags flying in there. There's got to be a face mask at the end of that play.
Yeah, sure looks that way.
Adam Pace he was stopped at the line of scrimmage and just kind of squirted out of there and kept going.
Yeah, got to keep your feet moving. Running backs keep their feet moving. Sometimes good things happen.
Yep, personal foul and the face mask on the Lobos, so you can tack on 15 to that run. So that'll put it down inside the 25. Not something you want. But, yeah, the face mask thing, you got that thing hanging out there, and you're just trying to grab. Sometimes you just end up.
Yeah. Some penalties are avoidable. Others, if you're playing tough football, they just kind of happen.
Yeah, and I think that was one of those. It's not vicious by any means. It's not like he grabbed him on the face mask and pulled him down. But that'll put the Owls in great field position, and they're in the Lobos at 20, inside the 25.
What a turnaround. Jeez, one turnover, suddenly 40 yards down the field.
Yeah. Oh, yes, this is not exactly what I expected out of this game, Scotty. I got to admit that. I kind of expected a little bit tighter of a ball game. And, and then when the early goings, it looked like that Lopez was just going to run away with it, and then the Owls came back.
Yeah.
And it's been all Owls since.
Yeah, and you would think that the Lopez Island has another hit in them, and I think they do, but they're running out of clock here because of the difference in the score.
Well, we do know that we did watch them score 12 points really quickly, and they can get right back into these games, and that's kind of the beauty of 8-man football. You score quickly, score often.
Yeah, you can't say the game's out of reach.
No,
really not.
Not at all. And I mean, if you're a Lopez fan, you're sitting there going, okay, come on, guys, you can do this. From your Merriam Knight fan, you're going, that's not enough. We need more.
Right.
We need a bigger cushion. Because if you looking at last week's game for the Owls, they came back, and if they had maybe another minute, they probably could have at least closed the gap on Tahola for their championship, or their league championship last week. I mean, it's pure speculation. It's just that's the feeling you got. They came back in the fourth quarter, had 3 touchdowns, and could have pulled it out, only losing by 8 in the end. And they were right there, close to the end, and just their time ran out. Well, it's 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Owls, and Willie's going to try and keep it. Break a tackle, still on his feet, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Might have squeezed out a yard out of that, which could have been a big loss.
Man can run. Boy, he avoided 2 or 3 tackles there running in the backfield, and we've already seen it where he's, broken away and taking it long.
So it brings up 2nd down and 9. He did manage to get 1 yard out of all that. The clock is running. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Owls have the lead in the ball. 42-12 is their score. Willie with 2 backs behind him. Back to pass he goes. He steps out of the pressure. He's got some running room. Got a guy to beat and gets to the 15-yard line before he's spun down. Stays in bounds, so keeps the clock rolling. But he's short of the first down by a yard and a half.
Tackled by one of the Kramers. Can't really tell if that's a 60 or a 40.
Well, the Kramer got credit.
Well, Vinny Kramer's number 40. Ed Kramer's number 60.
And they're both out there, so you're safe by saying that Kramer got the tackle. So it's 3rd and 2. Hand off to Jimenez. He'll cut it back, and he just gets tripped up right at the first down marker. I think it's short. It's like 4th down by the indication of the far linesman. Yep, there he's going to be short by about a yard. So it's going to bring up 4th and 1 from just the 14-yard line. Kind of have to get to that yellow marker on the field for the first down. That's soccer penalty box. There's a flag on the play, however. Well, the Lobos are backing up. And it looks like it's an offsides or... Yep. Offsides against the Lobos, so the Owls are now first in goal from the Lobo 9-yard line. Interesting. So Willie will go under center. Direct snap on a Wildcat. Willie never settled under it and went right into Paze's hands. And that was a tricky play that just didn't really get much there. But, not what I was expecting or anybody else, because Kyle Willie was standing there looking over to the sidelines, and the snap went right over to Paze.
Yeah, you can't trick a trickster, and Lopez Island Lobos, they have a few tricks up their sleeve we've already seen with their formations and such.
So Willie will go in the shotgun. Paze is to his left by about 3 yards. And now we're trying to figure out what the spot is. The quarter has run out on the clock, so I think that'll do it for the quarter. Yeah, we're going to change ends, so we're through 3 quarters with the Merriam Knight Owls leading the Lopez Island Lobos 42-12. And the Owls will have a 2nd and goal from the Lopez 10 when we come back here on MasonWebTV.com. Spikes Hydraulics and Fire Equipment is happy to support Merriam Knight football. For hydraulic jack repairs, air and oil hoses and fittings, O-rings, drumline, and chokers, go see Leroy Valley at Spikes today, 206 East Pine Street in Shelton, or give them a call at 426-1509. That's 426-1509 for Spikes Hydraulics and Fire Equipment.
This webcast is being brought to you by Lusignan Forestry Incorporated, a proud supporter of Mary M. Knight Athletics.
And we're back for the last 12 minutes of this ball game. 42-12 is the score. Merriam Knight on top, and they're knocking on the door again. And I was just mentioning it during the break, Scotty. It just seems like, I don't know if it's emotion or the excitement. It's just it's dropped a little bit here in the late going.
Yeah, Lopez Island hasn't scored since the first quarter.
True.
So, I'm sure the faithful from Lopez Island would like to see, a little bit of good come their way here.
But the Owls have the ball, and they have a 2nd and goal from the Lopez 10. We've seen trickery in this game for both sides.
Yeah,
a little bit more on the maroon side than the white side, but it's been a little bit interesting. Willie's in the shotgun, got a guy in motion, and he'll keep it and try and get to the edge on the left side. Cut it back at the 5, spins, and he's pulled down short of the goal line by about 4 yards. Stays in bounds, so the clock will continue to run here as we just started the fourth quarter.
Mary Knight's gotten very good at pulling their blockers, moving them on the wing, and just stretching the field out and seeing if they have openings. They seem to get 5 and 8 yards at a turn just by running wide.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 5 now for the Owls. Willie will go under center with 2 guys behind him. Handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it. Avoid the pressures. On the rollout. Got a guy there. Throws it. Corey O'Neill can't pull it in. It's incomplete. Just out of shot there behind the pole.
Well executed play. It's just one of those things. Well drawn up play, I should say. The final execution just missing.
So it brings up 4th and goal from the 5. You're going to see him go for it. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, you've got this 30-point lead. You're deep in your opponent's territory. You might as well go for it because if you don't convert the touchdown, you're pinning your opponent back.
Got to be somebody there on the field who just wants to kick it.
Well, I'm sure there is, but the coaching staff probably says no. And it's going to be a pitch to Jimenez as he got some room to get to the corner. Nope, he ends up running out of bounds about the 2-yard line, but that's where the Lobos will take over deep in their own territory. Jimenez didn't seem like he really wanted to turn the gear and push it a little bit more.
Well, I think it was hard because he was moving pretty fast, and he had 2 guys stringing him along, and they effectively strung him right to the out of bounds. And they're just, it was a tough position there for him to cut toward the end zone.
Yeah, and he didn't have enough space, I guess you could say, to do the whole stop and go, getting the defenders to go by him.
I think he was looking for the pylon, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, that's very true, Scotty. But it's a Lopez ball on their own 2-yard line. Can they go the length of the field? Yeah,
I think they can.
So under center, it's an inside handoff, and it's the Kramer. It's Edwin Kramer on the handoff. Gets up to the 5. The way that play started out, I was thinking that Schrober was going to be caught in the end zone for a safety, but he handed off to Kramer, and Kramer's just a big body, strong young man, pushes it outside the 5. Actually, we can call it the 6-yard line, so it's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I think they're doing the right thing there, just handing off and working the running game. I know they're behind, but they need to run to set up that pass.
Yeah, and they also need some space to set up the pass. Another handoff. It's got to be Kramer pushing his way forward. But which one? I can't even tell you who had the ball on that play. There's just all the bodies right there in the maroon shirts.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to strike that. I think they do need to be throwing the ball just to stop the clock at this point.
Well, we got approaching 10 minutes here. And it is a 3rd down, and it looks like 3 from the 10, their own 10. And you're right, Scotty. The clock is just running. I formation for Schrober. He's got a receiver on both sides. He'll hand it off, and the Owls stop him, but I think he might have pushed the pile forward enough for the 1st down. I was trying to see who that was. Was it Poole on the carry? Yep, it was Poole. Jace Poole gets near the 1st down marker. I was going to say it's 4th down now. And the clock is still running. Well, I mean, at this point in the game, you got to go for it. Got to keep going. You're right, Scotty. They're running out of time. They got to get something going.
And they need a big play, and then they need a couple more, really. So they got to find a way to get in the end zone quick.
Well, the quarterback sneak gets enough for the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the far side of the 10. Because I think one of the Lobos was moving forward before the snap or he never got set, one or the other.
Referees don't get paid by the flag, do they?
No, if they did, then we would still be in the 1st quarter. Sometimes it feels like they do.
A little bit of piecework.
Yeah, I need a couple of bucks here, so I'm just throwing the flag on everything. What's the movie? The prison movie where they're playing football and they're calling
Longest Yard?
Yeah, the longest yard.
Yeah.
And when they're calling penalties that don't exist. That's an illegal shift is the ending call there, so half the distance to the goal line or 5 yards, about the same either way. So it's a 4th and 5 from the 6-yard line. And they'll wind the clock. It looks like they're going to punt this one away. Or at least that's the formation, but, the trickery has been all night, so you never know what they're going to do.
He's going to punt.
Yeah, it was nearly got to a nice punt, though, that hits at the... Oh, Willie made a... Well, it turned out to be a good decision. He caught it on the bounce off the 30, and he dove for it, managed to keep it against his body, but those usually go awry, and I had that all out of shot. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where it may have been better for him to let it go, but good hands, and that's why he was back there. He's their good hands person.
So the Owls take over on the Lobos 31-yard line with 8:41 to go in the ball game, 42-12. Willie will go under center. Back to pass he goes. He's on the rollout on the near side. Has a guy there. He throws it short. Somebody might have got a hand on that. The intended target, it looks like it might have been Nick Deercup.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're working their passing game at this point.
Well, it might just be more of let's work on some stuff now that we've got the ball in these situations.
Yeah, you kind of think that, try a few different things. I mean, really at this point, you have to say Mary Knight has this game well in hand. And
at this point, yeah, I would have to agree with you there. So Willie will go under center with a single setback, and nope, he's going to go for shotgun now. And he's going to go on the rollout on the near side. Under pressure, throws over the middle. That's just a jump ball. It's going to fall short. And, somebody for Lopez nearly had a chance for an interception there. And that was Solomon Bill almost came up with that ball. That was just I'm going to throw it up for grabs.
That was a real duck. There's no two ways about it. And, it wouldn't have been the worst of things if it had been caught. There's plenty of defense there or plenty of offense there to tackle anybody who would have caught it, and he didn't want to be hit for a loss.
So we've got a 3rd down and 10 from the 31 for the Owls with their 30-point lead. This goes to a pitch, and the runner is trying to get around the edge and getting pushed out near the 20-yard line. Who was it on that run?
80,
I
think.
Yeah, Austin Thompson. Yep, you're right. It's Austin Thompson on the carry there on the pitch.
Yeah, Austin was just a couple steps from breaking that for a TD.
Got the first down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And he did get out of bounds, so it stopped the clock with 8:23 to go. I don't know if that's good or bad, Scotty. I mean,
well, I think they are working a few things. There really is no need to keep stopping the clock.
So Willie will pitch it to Thompson going the other way this time, trying to turn on the Jets on the outside, gets to the 10, and runs into the guy holding on to the chains on the far side there.
Yeah, there's another side to this, too. The kids, this is a great ball field.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You have great lights. Oak Harbor's a terrific host for this game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's an opportunity to let your players of all different, with eight, playing with only 8 kids on the field, and you want to get the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen the ball and give them some opportunities.
And in some cases, the 8th graders. And a handoff goes into, that was Matt Owen. He picks up the first down. And I only mentioned the 8th grader because there is an 8th grader on the team, on the roster.
Yeah,
Quentin.
I see a couple.
Yeah.
Ethan Evans and Quentin Aarons. Yeah, there's the future.
There is the future. I mean, you're thinking 8th graders. Well, you have to put it into perspective, folks. There's only 200 kids in the whole school from kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah,
so, and you get the opportunity to play an 8th grader at this level. In this classification. And they did pick up the first down, so it's 1st and goal from the 6 for the Owls. And I'm not even sure what happened on that one, but waltzing into the end zone is Juan Jimenez.
Yeah, a little bit of misdirection there and touchdown.
All I saw was Juan Jimenez with the ball in the end zone. That's the end of that play. So the Owls bring it up to 48 points with 7:47 to go in the ball game. It has been all Owls from the first quarter on. You said it, Scotty.
Yeah.
So can the Owls tack on another 2? As Willie goes under center and hands it off to Jimenez, who just basically stands up and walks in. He did kind of have to hold on to the ball. He got hit, but make it 50-12 now. All Owls here tonight. It's 7:47 to go in the ball game, 50-12.
This video webcast of Owl Football is being brought to you in part by Lund Machine, a proud supporter of Mary M. Night School programs. From athletics to the FFA, Lund Machine, West 110 Metzler Mill Road in Dayton, is here for our children.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
And we're waiting for the kickoff from the Owls to the Lobos. 50-12 is our score with 7:47 to go in the ball game. This is a Class of 1B playoff action from Oak Harbor High School. Wildcat Memorial Stadium, waiting in the wings for the winner of this game, Nia Bay, and it does look like the Owls are going to get another shot at the Red Devils. Because they just kind of lost last year, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Here's the run-up and the kick. This one's a low one that's taken at the 20. Getting up to 25 to the 30 now, dancing around. It's Kramer. Changes directions, but ends up slipping and falling short of the 30. And that was Vinny Kramer that time on the...
Yeah, he was hoping for big things to happen. You saw him dance a couple times, make a couple moves, but got spun around and down.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of fog moving in, so it could be a little bit slick out there as well. But not from the kid that just ran on the field to pick up the tee.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have cleats on, I'm sure.
Probably a little chilly out there right now.
Yeah, but you're playing ball. You're not cold. That's what I say. I don't know. Schrober gets, oh boy. Willie just nearly blew that one up and the handoff as Kramer took it. Vinny Kramer on the handoff there, and Kyle Willie nearly got him at the point of handoff. Penetration. The Owls are just throwing everything in the middle.
A little bit of horse collar there at the end. No penalty.
Well, I've already been through that. No flag, no penalty. Didn't happen that way. So it just got quiet in the stadium. Interesting. I heard a phone ring and it just got quiet. And second down and 8 from the 30-yard line for the Lobos, who try to spread it out a little bit as the Schrober goes into shotgun. And there goes O'Neal. A throw over the middle. It's off the hands of Solomon.
Greenwald.
Yeah.
Or Bill.
It was Bill, yeah. Solomon Bill is off his hands. Yeah, give Schroeder credit. He hung in there with Corey O'Neal bearing down on him.
Yeah, good toss. Good throw. Long throw. Dropped it in between two Mary Knight defenders as well.
So it's a third and 8 from the 30. The clock is stopped with 6:50 to go here in the ball game. Yeah, the Lobo fans don't look like they have much to be happy about here tonight.
Yeah, well, it's great to see their kids out here. It's playoff time. Kids are out doing well. They've had a successful season. The memories are good. Great field. Opportunity to have a little family time.
Right. We got a penalty on the Lobos there. A delay of game, which marches them back, and it's third, and it looks like 13 from the 25. The Lobos are going back to that spread offense, and somebody for the Owls jumped off sides. So, yeah, you get some young kids out there, and you get some mistakes, some mental errors, and you get the penalties start coming out, the flags, and kind of drags on the inevitable sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not saying anything other than that. So the last two plays we could have avoided because it's just a watch. Well, they're not really plays; they're just penalties.
Interesting setup here.
Schrober's on the rollout. He sets his feet for the throw and overthrows Kramer just by a hair. If that was on target, Vinny would be gone. There was nobody back there to catch him. And Vinny knew it too.
Is Jace Poole out there?
I have not seen Jace in a while. Yeah, he's sitting on the sidelines right down in front of us.
I hope he's okay.
Oh, it looks like he's fine. It's probably just time to give some of these other guys chance to play. So it makes me wonder if they wouldn't bring in a different quarterback at this point, but maybe Schrober wants to keep working. Spreading that offense out again. On the rollout, sets his feet, gets hit. There should be a flag on that one. Incomplete. Yep, there's a flag. There's a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah. Bit of a collision. They're both down.
And now we've got another flag. Now I'm not sure what's going on. Both slow to get up. They probably just knocked the wind out of each other.
Yeah, it looks that way. I mean, they were both down there for a good 10 seconds. That would be Mason Cloud.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of going off a little bit, and still on the field, but on his feet.
Yeah, looks like he got.
Might have been helmet to helmet contact as well.
Probably.
I didn't really see it. I just knew it was. Nope, roughing the passers for one penalty. Unsportsmanlike against the Lobos. I'm not sure where that was. So we're going to do it again.
So we're 4th and 8.
That's the way I see it.
And offsetting penalties. So we're going to stay at 4th and 8.
That's the way I see it too, but we'll wait.
Well, they're walking something off.
Yeah, they're walking. Yeah, interesting. They're not going to go the 15 yards and then go 15 yards back, are they?
It's Saturday, maybe.
Well, you could be right. Well, it could be the last game for some of these referees, too. I'm just saying, Scotty, it's very possible that some of these referees are going, let's just to prolong this because we want to, even though some of these guys also do basketball. So.
Oh, now he's walking back.
Yeah, I guess we're going to walk him back, and then we'll bring up 4th down. Unless that makes it 1st down.
A little bit of confusion out there.
It does. Okay, the first penalty would make it a 1st down. And then since it was after the play, the second penalty would mark it back, so it's 1st down. So that's what we got going on here.
Yep, 1st and 10.
You would think that there would be a little bit easier way to have done that.
So are they 1st and 10?
They're 1st and 10 from the 30, and a handoff to Kramer, who's spun out of bounds at the 40. There's a flag in the backfield, though.
Got another flag.
That's in one of those holding locations.
Yep. Holding against Lopez Island.
So that brings up 1st and 20 from the 20. 6:34 to go in the ballgame. If you're just joining us, the Lobos jumped out to a 12-0 lead in the first quarter. The Owls managed to
scored 50 unanswered points.
Right the ship and come up with 50 unanswered points, as Scotty said. And we're late going here in the ballgame. And so the Lobos have a 1st and 20 from their own 20 now after the penalty. So Schrober will spread them out. Actually, we do have a new quarterback in there. And the handoff goes to Kramer, and that was Edwin that time. And the new quarterback is Randy Gruwald. So we did get a change of a QB, which I was expecting.
Randy's 10th grader, up-and-coming quarterback perhaps for Lopez Island.
And the likely starter for next year.
Yeah.
Well, we're speculating, of course, because you never know who might transfer in or who might have work on the... we do have an off season. Somebody might just say, I don't know, practice my throws. Well, on the run, they did pick up 4 yards, so it brings up 2nd and 16 for the Lobos. That was a run by Edwin Kramer. Clock is running with 5:45 to go in the game. Oh, low bad snap. Ball's free, and it looks like the Owls pounce on it. Corey O'Neill comes up with it, and the Owls get the ball in there on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, snap went back to Grunwald, but it was low, hit his foot. Bounced straight off his foot,
right.
And the ball was open there for the pickings for Mary Knight.
O'Neill found himself with the ball in his hands and said, I think I'll take that home with me. Okay, maybe not. But. So what do the Owls do here? You still got Kyle Willie out there as QB. At least he's out there. I don't know if he will be QB. But it'll bring him out of the line. Have 1st and 10 from the 20. Goes under center. Hands it off to Matt Oin, and he'll power his way to about the 12-yard line, and there's a late flag, and then another late flag. This is also where you see the flags come out for frustration.
Yeah,
one team or the other.
Looks that way. There's definitely been a spike in the flag activity here in the last 4 minutes of play.
Actually, there's 3 flags out there, probably for the same penalty. Lots of laundry on the field. And it's an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Lobos. So that should give the Owls a 1st and goal from the 6, if I do my math correctly, which I'm bad at lately. Looks like that's about where they're going to spot the ball. Oh, we have another one as well.
Yeah,
so we had 2 penalties on there. So now it's 1st and goal from the 3.
Yeah, referee's getting a hike in there.
So Willie will settle under center. 2 backs behind him. The Lobos, I think they got a little bit too close to the ball.
An encroachment penalty.
Yeah. Trying to do what the Owls do with a little run up to the line and back off. The Owls are obviously a little bit better at it because they've been doing it all season. I don't know if the Lobos have. It's the first time I've seen it in the ball game. So
now we're on the 1. And
so Willie's
going wide.
Yeah, he's going to just waltz into the end zone after avoiding a couple of defenders and tack on 6 more. So Kyle Willie's been kind of the man here tonight.
He really has had a great game. Yeah, touchdowns, multiple touchdowns. I wish I had a count on them, but
I lost track after 40.
But
he's been instrumental in every play.
Right.
Because he's the guy running the show.
Well, he had that big play when really the momentum turned when he stole the ball on that one kick return.
Right.
And ran it into the end zone. I think that's really where the pulse of the game changed quite a bit.
I think you're right, yeah. When Kyle Willie just ripped the ball away and returned it, I think it was probably about 25 yards. It just all of a sudden he's running with the ball the other way is all I saw.
Before that, they only had a 1-touchdown lead in the game, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I think you're right, Scotty. It's been all at Merriam Knight from that point on. It's just like the switch went on. I think that's really the whole thing. They got down by 12, and boom, the switch went on. The light went on and said, oh, wait a minute. We're better than this, or we can do better than this, and it's been all Merriam Knight as they just Matt Owen just punched it in for the 2-point conversion. It's now 58-12, and we're not even going to bother to take a timeout here as the Owls are going to get ready to kick it back to the Lobos with 5:17 to go. And you hear the counting as the cheerleaders are doing jumping jacks for every point. I don't know who started that tradition, but they used to do push-ups. But I think after like 14 or 20 points, it's a little. We'll go back to jumping jacks.
Yeah, I'd probably be doing arm curls or something. 58 jumping jacks.
It's a lot of jumping jacks. So the Owls are out there to kick it away to the Lobos, and doing the kicking was Adam Pays, and then the Lobos are trying to do a little razzle-dazzle with a reverse on the return, and Kramer bobbled the ball on the handoff of the reverse and really never recovered, though the Owls weren't really putting the pressure on. They weren't really returning. The coverage wasn't really there, but it just didn't matter because there was a wall of white.
Yeah, once the handoff was fumbled on the return there, it was difficult for Lopez Island to get going because good coverage by Mary M. Knight across the board.
And the thing to point out is the clock is now running. So we won't get another stop of the clock as we're at 4:40 and counting. And it looks like Schrober's back in there at QB for Lopez. Long count, low snap, handled well. Throws it over to Poole. Poole back in there for the first time. He got a reception and a first down getting out of bounds on the far side.
Poole's back, huh?
Yeah, Poole's back out there. Getting out of bounds, but see, we have a running clock because of the whole mercy rule. It'll continue to run at 4:15 and counting.
So how does that work exactly?
Well, when they get over a 40-point lead,
okay,
it's
so
just,
it was 50
to
12. It was a 38-point lead, I guess. Now,
right.
Now it's over 40 points.
It's over 40 points, and so the clock will just run from here on out, regardless of out of bounds and penalties. But it will stop in timeouts and scores.
What if Lopez Island cracks it back to under?
Oh, nice pass out up the middle.
Jace Poole was breaking free up the middle. Long throw from Schober, probably about a 25 yards. 25
yards, might as well be 25 miles. Yeah, it was incomplete up the middle, but it was there. Something got to try something. But see, the clock, in normal circumstances, the clock would stop, but it's still running at 3.5 minutes and counting. So we'll reset it to 2nd and 10 from the 39 for Lopez. So you think this might just be the last hurrah for the seniors on the Lobos team.
Yeah, it's a special moment in this way.
Another low snap. Schrober handles it and decides to just try and turn on the jets and get out of bounds near the 40-41.
Yeah, but out of bounds doesn't really help you at this point.
Well, but it's part of being the fundamentals of football, I would imagine.
Sure.
Do what you're supposed to do, and so it becomes that whole habit thing,
Yeah.
You do it enough, repetition. And it's kind of almost as if like you're running a 2-minute drill or hurry-up offense in a way. Mm-hmm. In a way. Obviously, they're taking their time, but they could. It's a good way to practice these things in a game situation. So there's another pass.
Here comes,
nice grab.
That Andy Grunwald.
Yeah. Oh, and a little lateral there. We got the
Chase Poole.
Oh, Poole's got it. He's going to score. Finally, some positive razzle-dazzle.
Wow.
And Nick Deercobb nearly caught him there, knocking him into the end zone for the touchdown. But, the hook and ladder went going there, something I didn't expect, and it was very close to the whole forward pass thing. But it happened right in front of us. And Grunwald was in the air when he threw it to Poole.
Yeah, it's great to see Lopez Island fans on their feet for that one.
Yeah, that was an impressive play, and something that we've been expecting out of Lopez all night.
So now with this mercy rule, now we're at a 40-point difference, and they've stopped the clock here for
the score.
For the score, what happens if they go under 40?
I would imagine it would go back to the regular clock. I'm only imagining, but I don't know. We'll find out, and here go the Lobos spreading things out again. And there's a lob in the middle, and good defense. I think that's Juan Jimenez who, was it Jimenez for the defense? No, it was Thompson.
Yeah, it was
Austin Thompson. He jumped early and still he still ended up knocking the ball away. Well, the Lobos have added a score, so it's now 58-18 with 2:07 to go in the ball game, and I would expect that we'll have a onside kick here.
Yeah, we probably would have a running clock if it's at 40, and the difference is 40 now.
Right. We should have a running clock, so this should be, when the clock starts, then it should be it, you would expect.
We're at 2:07 left in the game. It could be a quick 2:07 if the clock is running.
If it was, but we'll wait for the kickoff now. And I would expect that the Lobos are going to try the onside kick for sure, not just try and squib it up the middle and deal with the field possession game here. And I'm sure the Owls will put as many people up close as possible. And it does look like it. Got Jimenez back about the 25. Willie's standing about the 35. And Brent Boley is about the 35 as well. Everybody else is up. So Gruwald has it teed up at the 40. Looks like he's probably going to kick it to the far corner there. I could be wrong.
He's kicking a...
Nope, he goes right to the middle and taking it between his knees to get possession. It was Matt Oing. So the Owls will take over and the clock is running. So once the ball was touched, the clock started and it'll be running from here on out. We've got a minute 45 and counting. And the Owls have a 1st and 10 on their own 47. And, you know, the Owls are going to take as much time as they want. I mean, there's no hurry here other than the play clock and the referee's pocket.
I think we're pretty much reaching that point.
Well, we're going to have a little delayed handoff there, and it looks like Hayes kind of stumbled when he got the handoff. Gets to the midfield stripe. Now bring up 2nd down and about 7 with a minute 10 and counting. I'm waiting for the victory position here soon, but we're too early on that. Another handoff to Pays. Pays gets across the 45 before he's pulled down. Near the 40, actually, that's 1st down. And we're under a minute with about 50 seconds and counting here.
The clock's running fast.
That's what happens. So it's the 1st and 10 for the Owls at the 40. And I'm thinking we're going to get a little... what they call the victory formation of the knee. However, this is a position that we've seen before. Yep, there's the knee by Willie.
That should be the game.
Yeah, we might be able to get one more play out of this. You never know. That's it, folks. So the Owls move on in the playoffs. Lopez, good season, but it's done here at the hands of Merriam Knight. Final score, 58-18. Not quite final yet because we're still counting down the seconds. 3, 2, 1. There's the horn, and that makes it official as the Merriam Knight Owls advance in the playoffs, knocking off the Lopez Island Lobos at 58-18. We'll take a short timeout. We'll be back and wrap this webcast up in just a moment. Final score, Merriam Knight 58, Lopez Island 18.
This webcast is being brought to you by Lusignan Forestry Incorporated, a proud supporter of Mary M. Knight Athletics.
Green Diamond Resource Company has been managing working forests in Mason County for over 120 years. Forest lands like ours help protect fish, wildlife, and clean water. At the same time, we supply wood to mills throughout western Washington and beyond. Whether it's protection of habitat, planting young trees, or providing family wage jobs here in Mason County, stewardship is a basic value at Green Diamond. Green Diamond Resource Company, setting the standard in working forests.
This video webcast of Owl Football is being brought to you in part by Lund Machine, a proud supporter of Mary M. Knight School programs. From athletics to the FFA, Lund Machine, West 110 Metzler Mill Road in Dayton, is here for our children. Spikes Hydraulics and Fire Equipment is happy to support Merriam Knight football. For hydraulic jack repairs, air and oil hoses and fittings, O-rings, drumline, and chokers, go see Leroy Valley at Spikes today, 206 East Pine Street in Shelton, or give them a call at 426-1509. That's 426-1509 for Spikes Hydraulics and Fire Equipment. Spikes Hydraulics and
Come on. There we go. I like the fact that we want to thank our sponsors for bringing this webcast to you. Lucinian Forestry, Green Diamond Resource Company, Spikes Hydraulics and Fire Equipment, and Lund Machine. I also want to thank Scotty Railton for coming in to do this webcast. It's been a long time since the two of us have actually done any sort of broadcast. It's been at least 12 years.
It's been terrific.
It's been fun, and I'm glad to see you,
It's been a lot
buddy.
of fun tonight.
And I'm glad that you made the time. I know you have a busy schedule, so we'll let you head out of here. Guy's going to Hawaii, folks. We feel so sad for him that he has to get on a plane and leave, but he's going to come back. Thanks, Scotty. I do appreciate you coming out tonight and making this an enjoyable webcast.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Oh.
It's been a pleasure. It's great to see those kids out there, the enthusiasm that they bring to high school football, and, all the families here to watch them. I mean, everybody's making a long journey to be here. And, Mary Knight had a great game tonight, but so did Lopez Island, and it really is all about the kids.
No, that's right, Scotty, and that's why we managed to do this here at MasonWebTV.com. Well, my thanks to my wife for putting up with us and making the trip down and being our spotter and tracking down names for us, as she's very helpful. Thank you, Michelle. Scotty, again, thanks to you. Thanks to the viewers out there checking us out. And again, the final 58-12. 58-18. Man, I can't even keep it straight from my mind. 58-18 is the final score, with Merriam Knight advancing in the state playoffs and taking on, if the bracket I saw was correct, they'll be facing Nia Bay again. A little bit of revenge, maybe? We'll see. And we might be able to bring that to you as well. Thanks for tuning us in. The final score again, Merriam Knight 58, Lopez Island 18.